Shalom, family. Glory be to God, and blessed be the Lamb, and damn the devil. Have y'all seen him? If you see him, tell him I'm looking for him. If you see the bastard, you let him know. We're in hot pursuit. He needs to call us before shit gets serious. At any rate, riddle me this, black man. Riddle me this, if you will. What's more important to a house Negro than his own people? Can anybody guess? Everybody else's people. You see, the house Negro is mostly a mimicker. He's an infiltrator. I don't even know where that nigga live at anymore. But I do know this about him. Here's what I heard a group of house Negroes say. Imagine if you will, and Alpha Kappa Alpha being sworn in by a Delta Sigma Theta to become president. Nowhere in what that son of a bitch said did he say anything about black people or black issues. I'm going to tell you Negroes again, they're not like us, and they're not of us, and they don't want to be. We have no value to them, and they have no value for us. This is the new reality. The new reality. But we're not going to leave them anything to actually believe in anymore. Because next week I'm going to go through the list of gods that I've already slain. Surely their God's name is on the dead God list. Deader than a son of a bitch. You can't get no more deader than what they are. But imagine a group of people in leadership acting like high school children. Imagine a Delta Sigma Theta swearing in, nigga, we don't give a fuck about no Greek shit. Fuck you, you stupid, slow-minded imbecile. I want you to notice something. I drive up and down the streets. I never see, even in the posh neighborhoods, on any license plate, a white man or a white woman broadcasting at 50 that they are a part of this or that. That is an activity exclusively relegated to the house Negro. Exclusively. But this is what happens when you don't have any self-identification. One thing about the house Negro is that they identify with anything. End of discussion. End of discussion. I heard a man say that he was so ecstatic and happy to have been accepted into the Dodge Ram Truck Club. And I'm looking at his ass sideways. Really, my nigga? And they got membership fees and shit? Are they paying your car note? Or your insurance? But the level of happiness boggles my mind. But I already understood why. When you don't have an identification, then you have nothing. Then you have nothing. Okay? I'm sorry, I didn't put y'all on the right track. The track we're on is I need certain Negroes, house Negroes specifically, and their belief systems and their values and their women and their children, overall as a group to understand something. Sometimes you can do things so effed up, you set in motion a chain of events that fuck shit up even more. And you think that you're only responsible for the initial act. No, we're gonna kill you for every twist and turn that fucking decision has has made. This is serious stuff. It's serious stuff. You are used to doing shit, walking away, washing your hands, and acting like it didn't happen. That's what you're used to doing. And that's cool, because this ain't even about you. I just want you to understand that we see that there is a fungus among us, a infiltrator, a snitch, a regulator, a taskmaster, an overseer, a house nigger. Take y'all breath a minute. That had to hurt. But at any rate, sorry about that. I was interrupted by a damn cat about to get killed by dogs. Goodness. At any rate, you set in motion a chain of events, and then you think that you're innocent of something. No, I found that no one is innocent. In fact, until I arrived, until I came, they were well on their way to making you accept that there ain't no right and ain't no wrong. That's what they was taking you. Straight to hell with them. Imagine a damn group of people who know that they are going to hell when they die, and them being so angry that you're not going, and being so angry that you're not going to hell with them, that they want to drag you there with them by any and all means that they can devise, including taking your innocence, taking your love, turning it into something else, anything, anything, anything. You see what I'm saying? Anything. So when I say separate from them, it is a reason. It's, listen, white supremacists have a preference. White supremacists and white supremacy as ideology have a preference. Women and weak ass niggas, beta male, bow down, yes sir, grab a desk ass niggas. They love and only love those out of the black population in this country. If you're not one of those, if you ain't an emasculated ass man with not an ounce of masculinity, you not finna talk to no white man. No. He needs that. He's that weak. He's that small. See? He would think of a man who would prefer to talk to a woman than that woman's husband. Think of that motherfucker just like that. Just like that. That is the smallness and the nature and the essence of both the ideology and the man. And the man. I'm going to tie all this shit together. See, you have to understand, there's a group of fungus amongst us that's more than willing to play that fucking position. More than willing. They have no shame because they do what they do and they never live around the masses that they have affected. I'm still talking about the house nigga now and his relationship with the white supremacist. Oh, they bosom buddies. Ace Boone Coons. Strange bedfellows. Did you know that they used to dance the Jew. They used to dance the juju. You know what the juju is? Let me to tell you about the juju. A group of weak-ass nigger slaves will get hand-picked by the master, and they dance ballroom style, holding hands and looking adoringly at one another. Soon after that dance was over, you already know what happened next, don't you? Now imagine a damn culture developing that whose men accepted that shit as a fact of life. And then their women nurturing that shit as a fact of life and deluding this fool into still thinking he a man. I'm just saying. You can get mad if you wanna. I'm mad too. Real mad. In fact, my anger is being tempered right now. It's being tempered. That means held back. Softened. So I say separate. If you don't separate from them, you will die. You will. Because they have sold their soul. They sold a body, soul, ass, whatever they could sell to get where they at. And understand this. White supremacy is tired of using the same tool. It's not as effective. They just tools. Willing, willful tools. That's it. And I demand answers to other questions too while we at this. Why is all of them that's a part of this or a part of that married to white men and white women? If they love black people so much, you should see how much white that they brainwash. They don't watch nothing but white. Y'all didn't know that about the African American. Everything they do, everything they hear, everything they watch is white. Brainwash, gone bye-bye. Gone bye-bye. You can't reach them and tell them not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. But like I said about the human brain, bullshit in, bullshit out. I used to ask myself when I was 18 years old, 48 years ago, 48 years, at 18, I was already on it. I'm looking back at it, I was already on it. I kept asking myself and asking of others, how could anyone black, as I was calling them then, and calling us then, black, that's been raped, beat, saturated and seasoned in salt, marinated, hung by the neck, eaten by dogs, babies used as alligator bait. I'm 3/5 of a human. How could anybody from that race of people or its culture ever want to be around, let alone anything else, with the membership or the members of that group of people? I knew then that they had to be slap-dappy crazy. Slap-dappy crazy. Beat crazy by the whip. Beat crazy by the whip. Sad, ain't it? But see, I could be worse tonight. Trust me, I got a throat full of words. None of them good. None of them good. Again, these people have went out of their way as an organization to hurt the black masses. Who do you think was behind this unchecked migration? Your house nigga. Your house nigga. Just a couple of years ago, they was running their ass around, even on brochures. I was seeing the most insulting shit. A black woman holding the hand of a Hispanic child, and the Hispanic child like, well, you just let my hand. Hurry up and take this goddamn picture. Brochures and shit, man. all up on TV and social media, a black and brown coalition. What happened to it? You'll notice that they don't use the term anymore. You notice they don't use the term anymore. A liar is a liar. That's all I'm saying. But why don't they use the term? Because they know that unchecked migration has hurt their own people, and they draped in that black ass skin, hanging around that white man and that white woman every mother effing day. That's why. That's why. That's why. So I don't know who's more guilty, the white supremacist or the house nigger, also known as Black Esau. He that would later sell his soul for a paltry sum. A paltry sum, like my daddy say. A paltry sum he sold his soul for. Paltry sum. Who you think was behind the damn push in the black community, which you know what I'm about to say, so don't make me say it. It was them. Just fill in the blank and you'll be right. Because my listeners are smart. And you know me. Just fill in the blank. That way, I can get away with a lesser offense of just thinking dirty. Of just thinking dirty. So they go out of their way since 1906 to harm every other slave on the plantation. These are your overseers. These are your snitches. These are your informants. Even during the days of slavery, a Negro couldn't get nothing off the ground because these niggas here would go tell master. They would go tell master. I'm telling you. They would give your ass up. See, in his mind, he has decided he's going to be a slave. And his kids still feel that way today. And that's okay. But they have no right to make you a slave. Because they don't mind being high-end slaves. As long as they can get some biscuits and a little bit of fucking gravy and an attaboy, they good. They good. They don't, yeah, well, they have to have all kind of weird shit going on with them. But that's part of the course. It just comes with it. See, one thing I know, once you do shit like betray your own race, it's a rank and grade of sin. It's both a rank and grade of sin to betray your own people. Number one. So once they have done that and the shame comes, then more of them come, attaboy, data boy, don't worry about it, boy. Thank you, boy. Meet me in the broom closet, boy. We got unfinished business, me and you. But you did good up there in front of that microphone. But we still have our business in the broom closet. If you know what I mean. Any old hoot. Any old hoot. So what shall we do? Ignore it? Let me just tell you something. They are currently trying to sell blackness. Sell it. Make money off of it. They trying to y'all don't see it. These niggas is trying to monetize blackness to the point that they think that they will be rewarded if they could get that AKA elected. You'll hear the tone in my voice, huh? You should know what the next step is if I've already called you by name. Maybe not tonight, but that should show you further I don't give a damn about you or anything that you love or anything that you may possibly believe in, as long as it ain't calling itself God. If it's calling itself God, then we will come and destroy it. Otherwise, carry on about your business, and we shall carry on about ours. Ours include aspersing your dumb ass for ever thinking that you had the mental capacity or the intellectual capacity to ever be president. There, I said it. And the only way that you can possibly be that is to be a black president. Think, it's the 2-for-1 deal. The first, well, ain't now one of these niggas black. Obama was birthed by a white woman, but that nigga black at the hands of the same organizations. I'm asking, when did white women start having black babies? Oh, why, yesterday? Soon as this nigga showed up. Why, you didn't know? White women has always given birth to black babies. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, well, she comes down the same pathway. Biracial, has a preference for the Indian side of her family, just like Obama had a preference for anything that ain't black and straight. I said it. One of the gayest men I ever seen in my life is Barack Obama. People lost their life telling the truth about them two scoundrels, Big Man and Big Mike. Whatever, not my business anyway. I'm just saying though. So in comes Miss Harris. I refuse to call her Kamala or a possible candidate because she was selected by them fools and outside of any known democratic fucking process. In the discussion, they can talk about the delegates all they want to. It was all staged, and she staged like a movie prop too. A movie prop. And let me be clear upon something else. The black man and their black God is the only authority on what is black. So you can let your wooden God fool you, but I can assure you that God, between God and me, we know who's black and who ain't. And just like the house nigger has refused his black experience, his suffering, his beatings with the whip, he would rather lay down and be raped than to fight off and get beat up and raped. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. To the point now that it's an acceptable fact of life for them niggas. I'm telling you what I know. And they better not say nothing. Nothing. I said I know them as rapists. And they better not say not a motherfucking thing. Because next I'll be calling them by their name and rapist. So shut the fuck up. Once you're a rapist, you have no more rights. You have rights in the devil's world. All them people scared of you is going to keep the secret. You remind me of the Israelis. They indulge and enjoy in raping people too. Maybe that's why you guys can't wait to take a trip to Israel. What really be happening out there on the outside of dinner and meetings? I'm just curious because you all bring your ass back to the United States in full support of Israel. Do they be playing with y'all? I mean, do they? Okay, I won't ask. It's none of my business. I already have established that your morals and values are your own. So we won't be aspersing them tonight. But you keep fucking with me though, and I'll get a little bit fucking curious. Just a little bit. And start to asking questions that we both have the answer to. So you should just be quiet and just take it. You tried to kill my people. Fuck you. You tried to help white people murder my people. Fuck you. I hope you felt that one, because that one was, man, straight from the fucking heart. That one was straight from the heart. Did you feel that shit? I know I felt it. I know I felt it. I think you felt it. You guilty. You guilty of an executable offense. Period. So you keep selling us out. So now imagine this same type of nigga who was saying, imagine a member of this organization swearing in a member of that organization and being then married to a member of that organization. I mean, we'll be, you fucking high school bear. I'm glad them women love your ass. They love a weak motherfucker like that. A simpleton. A simpleton. Am I being harsh? I mean to be because I'm a bit perturbed right now. My hand is on my grips, and I'm just goddamn sitting here thinking, and you know what? Screw it. Screw it. They tried to kill us. That keep popping in my head. To get a little bit of what white people got, they were willing to have us killed. There's no way out that motherfucking argument. Fuck you. To think about it, to have prestige, to go rub elbows with a white man, to sit at the same dinner table with a white man. These niggas here kicked off a whole civil rights march to force themselves into the white man's house where he didn't want them. Forced their way into eating at his table. Forced their way into drinking out of his water fountain, as if black water, no pun intended, was good enough. Huh? And what did they get for it? We see what they got for it. They were honored with honorary whiteness. Because white supremacists seen how bad they wanted it. We just want to be next to you, master. We want some of what you got, master. Who are we, master? We don't know nobody but you. All we knows is you, master. That's all we knows. What you want us to do? And these niggas are still running their ass around here today. My mama used to say, beware of a nigga in a suit. I'm not lying. She said, beware of a nigga in a suit. The white man's chosen uniform. Yeah, y'all didn't know that? That's that dude's chosen uniform. I'm only aspersing the enemies of both God and man, so no one else should take offense. I'm being fucking specific tonight because I'm feeling it, and I'm really looking for trouble in my own way. I want a fucking response so I can respond to their response, and hopefully it will cyclically escalate until one of us is dead. That's about how I'm feeling right about now. So these niggas gotta go. These niggas gotta go. Now I've been asking them for 7 or 8 years to put forth to put forth their representative so we can discuss their separation from us and do this in some kind of organized, structured manner. Even suggested that they petition their white master to be separated from us and be termed by some name. African American will stick, it'll work for you. Made in America ass nigga. That's what African American mean. Made in America ass nigga. Okay? That's what that shit means. It is the same group of niggas that stand in the way right now in the stead of the white man, fighting against us for reparations. What, y'all thought it was a white man? What white man have y'all seen speak against reparations? Which one, except Bernie Sanders? Which white Republican have you heard say one word about reparations? Huh? Now, they might be getting off easy, and they might be at their house right now saying, reparations? Never. Well, nigga, we're going to choke it out of you. Okay, so we're going to rob your house, take all your goods. We're going to check the freezer for the hidden money, and inside all of the breast pockets of all them suits in the closet. And we're going to check the shoe boxes, all of the hidden spaces that I know that y'all don't know. Rich people will wrap money in wax paper, like butcher block paper, and stick it in the freezer. I seen them do it with my own eyes. I say, well, damn, I need to do some of that shit, but I could never get money that damn thick. He had 1.5 inches of money. I could never get it that thick. Hundreds and fifties and shit. I said, well, shit. He went up in the freezer and pulled some white wrapping off with some white tape on it and opened it up. I thought he was about to fix my ass a sandwich. Instead, he gave me $900. Here, there you go. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. Now I know where you hide your money. What else you got in there? Shit. But they go hand in hand. So when I think of Greek letter organizations, I think white man, the carbon copy of the white man, the carved out empty husk, empty shell of a white man. He's what is left after the white man has been spent. Spent like a bullet, an empty casing. That's what that nigga is to me. The empty husk of a white man. You can tell him I said it. So these same niggas up in California stood up against reparations to give Gavin Newsom political cover so he didn't have to veto a reparations bill, and then thereby affecting Miss Harris amongst black folk, because they best friends are here. Well, these days, I have to watch certain phrases and fucking terms because we literally speak in 2 different languages. It's the same language, but the African American and white supremacy has given all words their own definitions. So I got to be careful. I got to be careful lest there be some misunderstanding. I think they do it purposely to cause chaos and confusion. But this is what they did. They said that they didn't have the votes. Listen, heifer, we are much more sophisticated than that. And you tell them, ooh, you are the heifer house nigga, hustler, female. Man, I'm trying to hold it all in. And let me take 30 seconds before I call this woman something. Because it just want to run out of my mouth. All right. This woman says that, well, we didn't have the votes. Listen here, hussy. We didn't ask you to ascertain if you had a guaranteed vote on a reparations bill. Put the bill before the governor, let him vote on it. Make the legislative council down there vote on it. That way, we will know who stand for what and who voted where. Instead, you stood your black ass pat boy. It almost got me again. I'm going to call you something yet. So let's hurry up and get off of you. Let's hurry up and get off of you. quite frankly, hussy, and that's as good as it gets. It's not your place. It's not your place to look for guaranteed votes. What other issue have you looked for guaranteed votes on? We didn't have the votes, so therefore we didn't table the bill. We didn't float the bill because the bill was going to fail because it didn't have the votes. Y'all talking amongst each other that way? Anyway, that's what we want. This is politics, Chicago style. It would have been nice to have everybody's name on the dotted line who stands against us with their vote. It would have been nice to force Gavin Newsom to veto it in the middle of an election season, which is the exact reason why you did what you did, why you ain't nothing but an old house nigga. But we're going to let you go now. And I'm going to let the people go. It's been 36 minutes. Last night I went 47, which was out of line because people got to go to work in the morning and the kids got to sleep. During the summer, I wouldn't necessarily give 1 ounce or 1 level of F, but I do think about the children. I do that. The rest of them, they've done so much bad. They should not ever sleep peacefully. They should not ever sleep peacefully. Damn. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your night. We're Source. We're 7. We are 1. So I want you Negroes to look at who your enemies are. I told you over the next few months, I'm going to build an enemies list. You're going to be shocked. So stay tuned. Stay tuned if you want to hear the enemies list. I'm talking about, here's what I call enemy. Those who act against you as a group. That's my definition for the next discussion. Those who operate against you as a group, bringing you harm every way they can think of. Because they hate you. Always hated you. Them niggas didn't start well. These niggas, these house niggas, are the same Negroes that had you thrown in slavery as a punishment. These niggas right here doing the same thing. The same thing. We caught them. Everything that God say don't do, these niggas indulge in, making them enemies of God. And if you're enemy of God, then you are an instant enemy of me. Enemy of me. That's almost funny. But it's not funny because I'm dead serious. God offers you no sanctuary. You understand the words out of my mouth? Hear me well. God, my Father, the creator of all things, including your black ass, does not offer you sanctuary. Neither does your false gods. My question is simple. Who will save you?